Hello, my name is Lori Whitlock, and tonight I'm going to be demonstrating how to make this awesome double sliding thank you card that's available at the Silhouette online store and at loriwhitlock.com. And I first off have to start with a disclaimer that I did not think of the concept of the double sliding card, but I am just providing you with files so that it's easy to cut this card. So I'm going to demonstrate how to assemble this. You'll see in front of me all of the pieces are cut out that come with the double sliding thank you card. And the first thing you'll notice is there's a base piece, and I have folded on the perforated lines, and there's a little edge at the end, and I've applied a piece of Terrifically Tacky tape to that edge. Terrifically Tacky tape is available at Hobby Lobby and I'm sure Michael's and other stores, but it's a nice thin roll of super duper sticky tape, and that will come in handy for this project, so I'll put that right there. And a few other people have asked about the glue that I use. It's called Zip Dry Paper Glue. I really like this glue for paper projects. It just holds really nicely. Again, you can get this at Hobby Lobby, Michael's stores. So. Okay, to assemble the card, first of all, we're going to need a way for this sliding mechanism to work. And so something that's easy to use is a piece of plastic baggy material. So it's just literally a sandwich bag. I've cut off the Ziploc strip, and we're left with just regular sandwich bag material. You can also use a grocery bag. I've seen people use that as well. I kind of like the sandwich bag. It's just nice and neat, and it's clear and lays nice and flat. So about an inch or about an inch or inch and a quarter, inch and a half of that. We'll slice that off with our paper cutter. And that is what we'll be using to create our little sliding mechanism. You're going to want to cut at one of the seams. So you have a nice long strip of baggy material. Then you're going to wrap that around the left hand, this portion of the card. And I am going to make sure that we do that at the bottom edge of the card, so that when it just ends up sliding better. The other thing you don't want is a lot of excess baggy material that isn't secured with adhesive, or it'll bind as you're trying to slide your card. So I'm going to cut a couple of strips of the Terrifically Tacky tape. It's so fun to say that word. And apply them along the edge of this baggy material. Some of you may have tape runners that are strong enough for this job as well. I've just tested the tape, the Terrifically Tacky tape, and I know that it works. So I am going to use that. Okay, peel off those strips. Again, I'm going to trim off any excess that's not up to the adhesive edge so that it just doesn't bind underneath. As you adhere this strip, you don't want to make it too tight, or else it will not work very well. It will bind as it slides. So, okay. So not too tight, it's pretty loose. I'm going to cut off the excess. And we have a nice little sliding piece of plastic on our project. So you will then be taking your card, the piece of your card that is going to be on the front, and adhere it face up to this plastic strip. I like to make sure that my adhesive area is right underneath the bottom edge where I'm going to be adhering the card. Adhering the card. So let me get another piece of this tape. I'm actually going to do a couple strips again. And we'll apply that right over that seam area I just don't like the seam to be running around the corner of the card. It just seems to bind, so I like to keep it behind this front piece at the bottom where the adhesive is so that it doesn't bind. Okay, now we'll be attaching the front of the card centered in that space. Then we'll be closing it, and on the back side we will adhere upside down. So again, you will see the white sliding down, or the cream color sliding down. So I am going to apply this at the top of the project so that it can be free to move down. I'll cut a couple of strips of this tape again. Such a clever idea. I wish I had thought of the concept originally, but no, like I said, I can't claim any fame to that. But this is a fun way to make it easy for you to put this idea together. Okay, we will just center that. And adhere it. Now you are ready to close the project, and to do that, you're going to want to kind of tuck that card underneath the little glue flap and stick it down. So I'm going to pull off the adhesive strip. Just a minute, sweetie, I'll be done in a moment. And adhere that to the front to the back to help the project close. Okay, so now, okay, I'm going to pause my little video and we'll have a part 2. I've got to go feed my daughter apparently.